Hello guys, this is PwnTutorials here coming at you with another video tutorial. We are back in the tutorial world and today guys I'm going to show you how to build this thing here. And it's not just a fancy looking fish tank, I didn't plan it to be, but it looks very nice just with all those squids around. Yeah, well what it is actually I'm going to call it the Magic 8 Cube. It finally gives a function to the dragon egg, like it's not just a trophy room where you can place it and look at it. It actually does some work for you. So when you look at this room, you can see it's 15 by 15 blocks, and it's the ground is covered with different colored patches, and the room actually confines the dragon egg, so it can only teleport somewhere in this room. And when we click it, it will teleport a random color, and then we can check the color and see what the color says. And these answers are all copied from a real Magic 8 ball, and there are a few extra ones just to make it a bit more tastier for Minecraft. So let's think of a question now. Let the question be, will this tutorial turn out half as good as I imagine it in my head? Okay, so let's click it. And where did it go? It went to the blue one. Blue, where are you? Okay, so let's take a look. Kill a creeper and ask again. Okay, so we'll get on with the tutorial. When you have your answer, what you do is click the button. The egg pops right off. We take it back and put it back here in the middle. So what we'll do now is get on with the tutorial. Build it up, kill a creeper, and then ask it again. So, enjoy! Okay guys, first of all, let's get ourselves familiarized with the dragon egg. So, what is the dragon egg? Well, it's probably the most unique and rarest block in Minecraft because there's just one per world, and the only way to obtain this is to defeat the ender dragon in the end. Whenever its health drops to 0, the dragon will explode and it will create the portal to the overworld, and on top of the portal you will see the dragon egg. So, the dragon egg is pretty unique actually. It cannot be mined with anything, and whenever you click it, it will teleport away. As you guys can see, it's not actually cubical. It has this, it's still pretty blocky, but it has this oval shape, like just like an egg, of course. And it uses a texture similar to the obsidian. Actually, this is a texture that was called the crying obsidian. It was initially going to be in the game, but never made it. So, the dragon egg teleports 17 blocks horizontally, and it can teleport up to 7 blocks vertically. This way or this way, so that means like 14 blocks. Yeah. So this is actually the perimeter, like diameter, where the blocks can teleport to. I made some testing here, and I don't think any of the blocks made it to the 17th block. Most of them made it to this is like the farthest I've seen, like 16 blocks. But just to be safe, 17 bucks. Let's say it's 17 bucks. So the dragon egg cannot be mined, but there's a few ways you can actually collect it. One of them is to push it by a piston, and the other one is simply dropping it on top of a redstone or a normal torch. Okay guys, based of that initial grid, now we have this cubical shape here, and in the middle of it we have a sticky piston platform. The sticky pistons are pointed upwards. The platform itself is 15 by 15 blocks with a 3 by 3 hole in the middle. It's 9 blocks away from each of the walls, and it's actually a bit lower because we want this to be the floor level, and this is actually where somewhere here in the middle, let me show you quickly, this is where the dragon egg is going to stand. So remember, there's got to be 7 blocks from here to the ceiling. Okay, so now that we have this platform, which is going to be the floor of the room that we're going to have in the end, now we have to make it functional. So the redstone part of this build is actually pretty simple, and keep it in mind that there are actually a few ways to do this, but this is not the most resource friendly one, but this is actually the simplest and easiest to do, and actually it's even more efficient than the rest. So this is the one I'm going with. You guys might want to use something else, I don't know, but this one is pretty easy, so I recommend it. As you guys can see now, the second row of pistons is powered. Then we put another row of blocks like this, and we put redstone torches on each of the sides of the row that's below the other two, like this. Now we'll have another row of pistons, and a last one. Oh man, I just skipped a few. Okay, so now we have these 3 rows of pistons powered up. And then what we do is put another row of blocks down here. And when we put torches on top of these blocks, all those pistons go down. So now all of those 3 rows are controlled by this one. Now I'm gonna take this thing and copy it all around, and I will be right back when it's all done. All of the torches are now laid down. Now all we have to do is make sure that they're connected to one power source only. What we're gonna have to do is take the signal from here and make it go all the way down here. There's a few different ways you guys can do this, but this is my favorite one so far. By alternating redstone repeaters and redstone dust, you guys can save up on some resources here. The only rule here is that if we have redstone dust on this side, we must have a redstone repeater on this side. Again, a checkered pattern helps us save on some precious redstone if we're doing this in a survival world. So now I'm gonna take this thing, copy it all around, and I will be right back. Okay, so now that the floor pistons are movable, there's only 8 more pistons we have to power. They're going to be here in the center, and they have to be raised 1 block higher because they're going to represent a little pedestal where the Ender Dragon Egg is going to stand on. Let's hop up down here. This is what the redstone looks like right now. We have to knock out these parts of it, and we have to build up columns like this. Then simply remove these blocks from here and replace them with redstone torches. So these torches are going to power these 4 pistons here. Let's put in some redstone repeaters, and we have to replace these ones as well. Now we put 2 more repeaters here and build this all the way up with obsidian. The reason we're doing this is because we're going to have a piston with sticky blocks here in the middle and a redstone block on top of it. Something like this. And whenever that piston down there gets powered, the redstone block will come up here and it will power the rest of the 4 pistons. Let's take a look. Okay, so all of the floors are now functional and movable. What we have to do, what is left actually, is putting in the floors and the walls. I will be right back when all of that is done. Okay, so I've laid down the floors and built up the walls. The floor consists of 24 different colored patches of clay and wool blocks. Each of the patches corresponds with one of these chests, and inside of the chests I've put the answers to all of the answers that are inside a magic 8 ball. One thing I want to show you is that here we have to use red sand, because when we press the button it can come up and then go back down as well. So there's one thing left to do before this thing is functional. We have to fill all of these air spaces with some kind of blocks, and to do that this part of the redstone as well should be filled with blocks like this all the way, and inside here as well like this, and this should be done all the way. For the rest of the blocks you guys can use any solid or non-solid type of block, or you can use water if that is easier for you. So now I'm gonna do that and come back for the final test. Okay guys, all of the airspaces are now filled with water. And I cannot stress this enough, you cannot have any air spaces anywhere near this thing. You cannot have them in the redstone, you cannot have them in the walls, nowhere, no air blocks, just in the room there in the middle. And I'm wearing a respiration helmet and a night vision potion so we can look and see underwater. And look at these squid spawning here, it looks very nice. I didn't expect that to happen, but that's a little bonus. And here for the entrance, I have carpet and some string here, so no air blocks. And let me show you that there is a little thing that I messed up here. If we click the button, like these pistons do not come up, and that is actually very easily fixed. If we take out these blocks and these two and this one here and replace them with redstone, it will be okay. So yeah, there's not much to it. I just I don't know why I messed it up. So let's send here, and I think we're almost ready. The answers, I'm going to put them in the description. If you guys want to copy them from there, you're welcome to. Let's put the dragon egg, and we have to kill a creeper before we ask it again. And I have it set up here. Oh, come on! Why would that happen? Well, he's dead. So come on, let's ask it. So, will this tutorial turn out any good? Where did you go? Lime wool. Better not tell you now. Oh, come on. Well, let's get ourselves familiarized. let's get ourselves. Let's. So first of all, let's get familiarized. So first of all, let's get ourselves familiarized. Okay, so first of all, let's get ourselves familiarized with the dragon egg.